Health officials in Massachusetts are warning the public there against using any toothpaste made in China. Some brands have been found to contain a toxic chemical used in antifreeze, and officials in Panama blame the Chinese toothpaste for 83 deaths in that country. That is just the latest example of what some call China's appalling product standards, especially when it comes to food. CNN's John Voss has more from Beijing. John, what are they saying?
Suzanne, critics say the bottom line comes down to this. If it comes from China and the price seems too good to be true, then it probably is. So, could you eat pork from pigs force-fed wastewater? Drink milk from cows given so many antibiotics it's impossible to make yogurt from their milk? How about a serving of lard made from sewage? Because all of that and much more has been on China's menu in recent months. Joel Chin is a dissident writer who's researched this country's appalling food standards. The threat is so much more serious than people could ever imagine, he told me. He says many farmers and producers are continually finding new and dangerous ways to cut costs. China has low labor costs, but you can work out how low the price should be. Businessmen should know something is wrong if the product is cheaper than it should be. Last week, the US banned 4 types of fish and shrimp from China because inspectors found traces of cancer-causing chemicals and antibiotics, including malachite green, which helps fish survive in polluted, overcrowded fisheries. It's still being used despite being banned here 5 years ago, while in the US it was banned 24 years ago.
We have no real sense of the regulatory infrastructure in China, which probably is about 100 years behind where we are in the United States.
It's not just food. Consumer alerts have been issued for products from toxic toothpaste to lead-painted toys. So far this year, 60% of all recalled consumer products in the US have come from China. The government here blames media hype. Consumers shouldn't be scared of Chinese products, he says. They should have a reputation of being good quality, cheap and safe. Well, 1 out of 3 isn't bad. No one ever said Chinese goods weren't cheap. Suzanne?
And John, the controversy just continues to grow. There is new fallout. A Utah company that makes nutritional supplements says it will now label its products China-free. Officials with Food for Health International say they want consumers to know none of the ingredients they use come from China.